I'm going to show you how to expose for a silhouette. So here's my dog Nova sitting in front of a window, listening to me with her ears turned back. So what I'm going to do is, we're sitting in front of a door. So inside is dark because the inside is going to be shaded, lights are off, and outside is going to be much, much brighter. So what I want to do is tap on the brighter parts of the picture. I can even dial this down to get darker exposure so that the brighter part is properly exposed. So there we go. I'm also being mindful. Oh, there we go. That's much better now. Nova. Oh. And the shape of the silhouette is also important. So now if I turn over here, her face is going to be a little too bright maybe. So let's see. And I like that her tail is, her floof is a little illuminated. But ultimately the shape of your silhouette is important because the shape is what's creating interest. She's mostly silhouette, she's just getting a little bit of light on her face. Alright, so just tapping on the bright part of your picture, bringing exposure down, that is how you light for a silhouette. Your subject needs to be in shadow or shade, and then your background needs to be brighter. So right now she's getting a little bit of sun on her face, which is not silhouetted. That's why I was trying to light from behind. Alright, so now I'm going to open Snapseed. I'm going to tap anywhere to select my photo, and then I'm going to take a look at the photos that I just took. I'm going to start with this because this is more of a traditional silhouette here. And then I think these are going to look really good in black and white because the green's a little distracting to me. So what I'm going to do is I can pop through some of the presets. There's a silhouette preset, which is a little high contrast for me. I'm not sure I like any of those. I'm going to go to current, and then, or just click out of that and go to tools. So I'm going to start off by going to the basic tuning. So tune image, what I like in a silhouette is that it's high contrast. So I might increase the brightness, slide down to shadows, make them darker, because shadows is where your silhouette should be. So your subject should start to turn sort of black. And then you can actually bring the highlights up to brighten the brightest parts of the photo. And here I might hit check. So far I've just increased the contrast in the image. And then next I'm going to play with black and white. So we have some presets. So what I'm looking for is separation of my subject from the background. So bright is actually making the background brighter, but then my subject more silhouetted, her little bat ears. That's a little too dark. Film is not too bad. And then if you go in here, you can also increase brightness as well. Turn down the contrast a little. So you can go in and alter these as well. So maybe I hit check and I like that one, and then I would go to export. Now, since I made a black and white, I might want to actually have a copy of color in black and white. So here I'm going to do save a copy. And then let's go back to open, and I'm going to try another one. I like the one where she was turning, maybe this one. So then I'm going to go to looks, and I can actually duplicate what I just did, which actually doesn't look too bad. Hit check mark. And then this one's crooked, so I would go to rotate. And it auto rotates for me, but I can also go in here and dial in because nobody wants crooked pictures. Go hit check. Export, save a copy. And then I'm going to do one more. So let's see. I liked the ones where she was sort of looking. This one. And let's see if this actually works as a silhouette. What I liked about it was that she is sort of silhouetted, but her tail shows up with detail. So here again, I'm going to go to looks. And the one thing about this one is that her silhouette against the wood is a little hard to see. So what I might do is then go into tools, or actually you can go into previous edits. So I'm going to click on this top button in the top right corner, view edits, and you can actually go back. I can go back to tune image, and you just go to the one with the dials, and it'll bring you back. So I can actually try to brighten it a little. That might give me a little more separation. Ambience actually will probably help. Do you see how it brightens up when I add ambience as well? I'm gonna hit check, add the black and white back, and I think my back's blown out, so I'm gonna go back one more time and just bring those highlights down. Highlights being the brighter part of the picture. Check. And then last but not least, it is a little bit, that looks pretty good. It's a little bit crooked. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to rotate. No, more like that. Check mark. There we go. Adorable dog, silhouetted, but I like that you do still have a little bit of her face and her tail that light up. Export, save a copy. You'll notice that she is a shadowy figure. There's a little bit of light on her, but for the most part, her ears are silhouetted. Here we have, you can see her face silhouetted. And then here you're going to see her ears and her snout silhouetted.